Okay, so let's back up a little bit before I start anything. I bought a Bronco a couple of years ago, and I've been wanting to go ahead and get out of Dodge basically and just travel in it around the country and look at all the beautiful history that we have here in the United States. So what I have been thinking about is converting my two-door Bronco. Now I have a job that I work full-time, and I work in a business that you barely have a day off. And when you have a day off, you're just vegetating, trying to pick up the pieces of your life. At least that's how I am. So it takes up a lot out of you, at least my position does. You normally get maybe 6 days off a month. So I've been trying to figure out how I can stop working, which I don't think that's possible, and build out my truck. Now it's a two-door Bronco, like I said, so there's limited to build out, or there's limited possibilities, but I sit in it all the time and try to figure it out. In the meantime, I did create a bed platform, and I have ideas, so I'm going to try to figure out this year, or within this year, of how I can live in it or camp out in it, which I have camped out in it once before. I took it to like the Panhandle, and I stood at what's the name of the place I stood at? Manatee Springs or something like that. There's two of them in Florida, but this one's in the Panhandle. So I went out there with my dog Coco, who I plan on taking with me on my little adventures. And so where else do I try, if I can't get out of Florida, where I live in South Florida, where else do I try to rough it? I mean, cold is one thing, and I think that would be something else that I would have to endure if I travel out. But Florida is super extreme. We don't have a lot of beauty outside the ocean and the Gulf. But here in South Florida, all it is a bunch of the Everglades, which consists of crocodiles, snakes, pythons, and mosquitoes. Lots of mosquitoes. So I have a few ideas, and I'm gonna go ahead and try to figure them out and do the local parks, I guess, and camp out there my days off, and see if I can figure out how I can make it where it's manageable. And I think if I can overcome figuring out how to avoid getting eaten alive by the mosquitoes, at least for myself and my dog, I think that may work. And then when I am ready to venture out, yes, the next thing would be is how to endure the cold. Now, I've been in Florida shortly after 2001, so I don't know how they say it, my skin is thinned out, or my blood is thinned out. So the cold bothers me, even though we go and we visit Colorado and cold areas. We try to do that maybe once a year, which we love Colorado and stuff like that, and nature. So yeah, journey with me to try to figure out how I can manage getting what I want out of Florida and what I want out of my truck.